If you were at the marquee party rock table on Mondays, life was good for you.
Jesus, shit.
You were doing all right.
It started in Hollywood on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
On that note, we are back. MikiDZ podcast, episode 85.
85, I believe.
Yeah, I thought it was 84.
84.
Four.
Yep.
Can't remember nothing no more.
Pop Warner football number.
84. Fofo. We back.
That was your football number?
That was.
Mine was 45.
Football number?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I had a football number.
But when I went to high school, I got
You
12.
didn't play football.
I didn't.
That's probably why you didn't have a
But
football.
when I created my player.
There you go.
When I created my play, yeah, sure.
30. It's 30.
Yeah.
What is that, a fullback? Damn it, I set myself up.
No, actually. 30.
Yeah, your position depends on what number you
yeah.
get. Like, that's traditionally.
When you got, that's what I'm saying.
That's
when
like
I went
a
to
safety.
Yeah,
Like
when
a 99, you won't see that on a
That's like
quarterback.
a strong safety.
99
Right.
is usually a lineman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
defensive end or something like that.
Think of Banks.
I'm actually about to get a 99 jersey because Leonard Williams just re-signed with the Giants and his last name is Williams.
There you go.
So I was like, me and the missus are going to get
Look
a
at the
jersey.
math on that.
Come on, man. Talk to me.
Lil
You know what I'm
Williams.
saying? Yeah.
We're here, man. We start off with shots because I got my vaccine shot today.
I feel safe around you.
Safer.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man, I ain't got no superpowers yet. I still got to get another shot for them.
There's a Uzi on your hoodie, but I feel safer around you.
Yeah. little ghost with the Uzis. Got you shook.
It's fun. It's fun to the black man. I'm sorry.
What does that remind me of? Some shit that you said to DJ one time. We couldn't get into a Vegas club.
Oh,
We
yeah.
couldn't get to a Vegas club.
And I said something about what he was wearing.
He said, Joe, you got a gun on your shirt.
Yeah, we couldn't get in the towel. And I'm thinking, oh, man, D-Miles will get us and, we'll be good. And then the dude was like, I don't care who you with. You ain't getting in with that shirt. It was a dead president shirt.
That's what it was. But he didn't. But it wasn't. I think he said it to us as a collective. Like I think
He
we
had
all
like
had.
4 dudes walking in.
Yeah, that's what it was, and it was like I think two of us.
3 of us was black?
Yeah, they was
3,
niggas.
yeah.
Nah. Oh well, 2 of them were niggas. The other one was
And
black.
then the white guy got the gun with his
Good shirt on.
Yeah,
That's
come on. Man.
That's true.
Nah.
Yeah, but so I didn't want to waste your guys' time by shooting my shot too soon with convincing you to go get your shots, to go get your
I see
vaccine.
what you did there.
Yeah. But so I'm thinking LA is like still strict on who can get the shot. So I'm thinking, well, I used to be a teacher. I still technically am in the system as a teacher. So let me get my teaching card, my LAUSD card. Let me get my credentials.
out. I see it.
So I'm like, all
Knock
right,
some dust off.
I qualify as an educator, air quotes for our listeners. And I got my paperwork and I pull up and they're just like, they didn't care about any of that shit. They just wanted to shoot me up. They're like, cool, you're here, your name's on the list, you're good.
You're white. It's all good.
Yeah. And then, who told me was our homie Brandon Rosenthal. Shout out to Brandon.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like, man,
Another
like
white guy.
he classifies as a diabetic, but he was like, they didn't ask me for shit. I just walked up and they gave me the shot.
But did he have a leg in because his wife is part of the educational
to do
system?
with it.
Mm.
Nothing to do. They didn't ask, like,
Just
they
show
don't
up.
do background checks. You just sign up and then you show up. They want to get everybody shot
Yeah,
up.
I can't imagine.
So whatever Newsom's telling you, whatever the laws in the news are telling you, they don't.
Newsom's a bum.
No one's listened to that. So that's why I sent you guys a link, man. Just sign up. Did you guys sign up?
Nah.
Oh,
Wifey and
yeah.
I kind of like, nah, we not ready to make that step yet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, unless it becomes mandatory, then we like, you can't do shit if you don't get vaccinated. Then
One way or
At that
another, it's
point-
going to keep you from doing something.
yeah, that's what I was like. Once we get to that bridge, then we'll be like, all right, cool, we'll get to it. But at this point, it ain't.
But just because I got the vaccine and when I get my second doesn't mean I'm completely immune to
Yeah,
it.
that's what. That's
And they
what.
still don't know if I can carry it or not.
And that's what we heard. So we were like, okay, so what's the rush in getting it? You know what I mean?
I thought you were going to say it doesn't mean I'm better than
Well,
you.
the more people that get it, less of a chance it has to spread. Unless you really think it's going to do something to your body and you're like one of those.
Well,
skeptical
that's the
people.
thing with wifey. She has a stupid amount of allergies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't know what it will do as far as like chances of getting pregnant and et cetera, all that. So that's why we're not in a rush to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what will happen.
Yeah.
Like we let y'all be the frontline guinea pigs, and then
You think if you're single and you have the vaccine, like it's like an easier way to get to know a young lady at this era.
It's a talking point.
Yeah, definitely
Like a
She'd
icebreaker.
feel more comfortable.
It's an
Right?
icebreaker. Hey, baby, I got my vaccination shot.
Like you update your
Oh,
Bumble
wait, what you
profile.
Moderna? Is that what you get?
You're like, I'm in
you
between shots.
Johnson.
I'm in
You
between
got the
shots.
So
Johnson.
that's the thing, right? There's like three types of shots, right?
Johnson, you only need one, but Moderna and the other Pfizer, you need two.
And then one,
because it's Johnson
then-
and Johnson in one.
You get double in one. Yeah, that's
and
it.
then isn't
Both of
one
them pull up.
Isn't one like kind of similar to the flu shot where they inject you with part of like the virus or something like that?
No, I don't think any of them are like
Oh,
that.
I thought one was like
I
that.
think that's where like the Trump loyalists are. That's what's keeping them away from getting the vaccine. I was listening to one literally say this. No, I know they put the COVID in the shot and then they put it in you. It's like, no, that's not how that works.
Mm.
Like I understand, like with the flu, there's
That's what
like
they do with the
something
flu,
like,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
There's like a strain of it or something.
Mhm.
No, not with this.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's the same person who still thinks that the light post outside affects our mental state.
You stupid.
Yeah. No,
You're
that-
fine,
no,
G.
that-
They
that's
put
that's
their
a-
missing tooth under the pillow for the.
That's a real community though. They're like really
Oh,
shook
they're-
about it.
yeah,
They don't care what Trump's doing.
They'll
They're
tell
just,
you.
Mm.
Oh yeah, the vaccine is proprietary, owned by Bill Gates and their entire foundation.
Conspiracy theory.
chips. They
Hey.
got the chip in you. I got
Hey.
the chip.
You got the chip in you.
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing wrong, so fuck it. Chip me up.
Safety zone.
As long as it, you know.
That way, if you get lost somewhere, someone tries to kidnap you, they'd be able to locate you
Because I got the chip.
because you got the chip.
That's
So
it, like
you
a
got
dog.
to look at it. It's all about perspective.
No,
Yeah.
but are they gonna save Joe?
Why wouldn't they? It's just,
No, 'cause
it's
then
a
they
healthy white man. Why
No, but
wouldn't they say?
They're gonna reveal the chip.
Huh?
They're gonna reveal the chip to the
I
public.
mean, they won't say like, "Oh, we found him because
They're
of the
just
chip."
gonna say
They'll-
we had a hunch.
Yeah,
We had a hunch he was here.
We followed his path. You know, we
Look,
saw where his phone got
you
cut
didn't know
off.
his phone was on
exactly.
the
You know what I mean? They're gonna be
navigation.
like,
He had all these people on Find My
"Yeah,
Friends.
fine. Come on, we talking about the U.S. government, bro. They
Yeah.
always find ways to
We found you through Instagram. I
slip
don't
it
know.
under the
We're
rug."
not dumb enough. We're not dumb anymore.
Well, based on his story post, passed away.
His
Look,
Snapchat
yeah, and
account.
look, and obviously you guys know I'm getting married soon, so I think the more people that have the vaccine for situations like that, it
Are
just
you
makes
making-
people more
Are
comfortable.
you making that mandatory for your wedding? Everyone's got to be vaccinated.
No, it's
All
going
right,
to be
good.
outdoors, so it's like
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, I'll
Are
be
you-
fine.
Are you
I'll be-
making? I don't know about
for the
y'all
most part,
motherfuckers.
I'll be like, I
Are
don't know
you,
what the exact percentages, but I think I'm like 85% immune to it, so it's
You,
still a chance.
Gonna make people get a test at least.
No, I mean, you're coming to the wedding, just
Just
be
no.
responsible.
Be responsible.
By
Gotcha.
May 1st, everyone will have the opportunity to get
Mhm.
vaccinated at least once. So
I remember when this reminds me when we went to Vegas recently with my little brother with Andy, and you know how they have like the whole like only certain amount of people in the elevator, and
Yeah.
then they'll put like the little like your little twister spot on the ground,
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
put your foot at, and then like each elevator where we're at said like max 4 people or like 1 household, right? And then like it's me, my brother, and then my cousin, and then my other cousin. So it's 4 of us.
Mhm.
And then some homie still like walks up in. I'm like, okay, well now you broke the 4-person
Michael,
rule. No. He breaks the 4-person rule and the 1 household rule. And then like
He's
half
like,
of
"We're
4 up,
Hispanic."
and he goes,
Oh no! And you had that shit.
I'm concerned for Andy. Like, damn, that cough, like, it sounds bad, right? And then the dude gets out, like, kind of like quick. And then Andy goes, what a dumbass.
Oh,
what you can't
man.
get out
If
of my
he's going to
elevator.
make us feel awkward, I'm going to make him feel awkward. I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm like, man, I wanted to get you some water.
Read the signs. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Typically, when you check out of a hotel, everyone checks out around the same time, and depending on what hotel you stay at, it's a nightmare trying to get down to the first floor.
Mhm.
I can only imagine 4 people per elevator trying to
Yeah.
get down, and you're
Nobody-
30 stories up.
Nobody listens to that damn rule, man. I seen elevators packed.
Look,
I'm gonna take the stairs.
Yeah, right. 30 floors up.
yeah, I deal with that shit every day at my apartment building. You're like, you kind of eyeball, like, you cool? We cool? It's all
Yeah.
good? Like, you know, you good? We good? Like,
Got mine in
can
my
I-
hand.
You ever had to take the stairs up or down in a hotel because the elevators aren't working?
Yeah.
No.
In Trump's old ass, bum ass hotel in Atlantic City,
I was going to say in Vegas.
I had to do that shit.
How many floors?
It was like 32.
You
You
went up?
You 32?
Down, thank God.
Oh, I was
Down.
about to say,
Yeah.
still a lot of stairs, but
Man.
if you had to go up, I'm like, nah, bro.
That's what you get
I'll
for
wait
going
till
to
y'all
Trump
fix it.
Hotel. Shit, goddamn.
Man, I
He
go
didn't
where
pay
the
for
money.
it?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Trump's name wasn't on it. You know, I'm going where the money is. It's not my fault they didn't fix that shit. And it's a Hard Rock, so they should have been more diligent with that shit. Anyways, we're here.
Yeah.
Last episode got some conversation going. Shout out to Bert Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His comment to us, to our clip, was he was specifically talking about managers or club owners or promoters. And I think we touched on that, like getting with the right people to throw the party. And, Mickey and I talked to Butch once upon a time about throwing a MikiDZ type of party, industry night thing in LA. And we couldn't have done that, which is us too. So you go and get Butch because he knows LA, he knows the scene. And, if he wanted to bring other people on and make it a successful night, cool. But, think that's what it's going to take to get the kind of theme you want.
Right.
Yeah. So, and shout out to those that chimed in on that as well. It's interesting to read everyone's stories. We're all coming from different parts of the country and some cases the world, and not everything operates the same. Clubhouse, we had, and by we, Beat Source, shout out to Dazzler and Play every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. They host for an hour a room, and it's always a different topic, and they always bring in a guest. And this recently they had Martin Too Smooth, who I believe is from the UK and very successful, tours everywhere, international tour DJ. And they asked him to share his story, and the topic was breaking out of your city. And I thought, and we've definitely covered this before, but times have changed, new listeners. We have new listeners. So I wanted to briefly sort of touch on that and kind of give our thoughts on breaking out of your new city, out of your city, especially in the era of COVID or post-COVID, where I think it's just going to be it's going to be a free-for-all, everyone trying to get booked, everyone trying to travel, for whatever reason. Do you guys have any thoughts on how you would recommend breaking out of your city?
Be vaccinated.
One. That's true.
That's one.
I mean,
I don't know. It seems like it's going to be harder now. Because just like to the point where we were talking about Boston and you were saying, out the gate, they're going to stick to the local cats.
Yeah.
Stick to.
And I think that's what everyone's going to do.
Yeah. And I think
for the most part,
I think a lot of people are going to stick to, we all been out of work. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people, a lot of states, a lot of cities, a lot of countries are going to stick to the local cats for now. And it's going to be a while before anyone sees some consistency when it comes to traveling. I think, you'll get your gig here and there, depending on your relationships. But it's definitely going to be a minute before anyone consistently is traveling for work. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I'm curious to see how it works. I'm anxious to get out of it just to support, just to go to different cities and see how they are opening up these different venues and how they're going about it with all the new restrictions and whatnot.
Yeah.
COVID or no COVID, I think sometimes the conversation can be, what is your purpose in breaking out of your city? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, where is the purpose there? Because
just to say you did it,
right? But like, what value does that mean? I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 DJs lose money when they go out of town.
Because how often is your travel and stay getting taken care of in those situations?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's what you have to kind of think about. And I think, in some cases it makes sense, but like, and I say that in respect to like, so like back when I was heavier in the circuit, like I would value DJing at Infusion Lounge, which was 10 minutes away, paying X amount of money over a gig a little further away that maybe paid more, which wasn't often. But like, if a gig paid more, but it was a longer of a drive, like I'm gonna value the time that it took to get there. I'm gonna take the time that it took to do this, right? Like versus like this venue has that, and I don't have to spend so much on gas. I don't have to, the hospitality is a little different. So like when you look at the quote unquote, like, your profit and loss when it comes to where you put your energy, you got to think about like what's given the best return in value of happiness, financial gain, and all those different things. And so I say all of that because in the reality of it, like if you want to break out of your city, I think in our case, being in LA, I would say more people want to come into LA than they do
Facts.
than we want to go to
anywhere else.
Anywhere. I'm not gonna say any cities because I don't want to diss nobody, but like that's not the intent. But like, yeah, okay, like being an LA DJ, sure, you want that Vegas gig, sure you want that Miami gig, sure you want that like top premier, venue from the respective cities. But it's more for the look than it is for the financial gain, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I also want to preface this, and before I say anything, and I think I speak for these guys. What we say, especially on stuff like this is what we have experienced or have heard through conversations with others around the country. Some of it's based on what we think and our theories, but I think for the most part, what I express on this pod is what I've gathered from my travels. Someone had told me that I'm disconnected in a comment. And that's why I say this. Is like, look, you appear to be someone that listens often. No, it's fine. I don't think it's like that.
Okay,
He appears to be a someone that listens often, which, to make a statement like that, I'm going to assume.
What's the comment? I mean, what did you say for him to say that?
Who was his name?
No, we don't need to say it. I just want to know what it is that you said that for him to say.
I'll break out of my city.
When I said how valuable our podcast can be because we've experienced so much, you doing what you do, me doing what I did and what I'm doing, and Mickey with Mag Park, and like the only one of the crew who's not DJ first, right?
Yeah.
So different, we're all experiencing different things. And I said that we bring great value to the listener. And so his response was more or less, I'm disconnected, even though I just said that he's basically Dainjazone doesn't understand how disconnected he is. So I absorbed that, and I thought, okay, the last thing I want to do is express a false narrative to our listeners because I think our information is very vital, and I think it can help people. So I don't want to be like, some of these politicians who are on one side trying to get you to see things this way, and let's just say when you watch Fox News, that's all you know.
Yeah.
So you're gonna believe everything you see on Fox News, So I don't want to come off like that. So again, I say all that because this is researched information. I think with you guys, it's the same as well. Sure, what's going on in the bar in Salt Lake City, how they operate in that scene, not just at one bar, but maybe in that scene, a collection of managers and owners, how they operate may not be the same as Seattle, Washington, okay, or Vegas and LA. So everyone has a different situation. What we recommend doesn't necessarily have to be your reality, but it gives you a perspective on what could or couldn't happen. So with all that being said, I think to break out of your city, I'm on two different sides of this. I think you have to take over bookings where you are, become a resident where you are, maybe not be a part owner, or not yet at least, but you have to have some influence in the bookings. And if you want to, as soon as things open up, and you want to streamline to getting out of your city, you got to gig swap. And I know I'm putting myself on the line, feet to the fire with that, but that will be the quickest way. I'm not necessarily encouraging it because I know with gig swapping, to Mickey's point, it's more of, not that he was saying it's about gig swapping, but it can be more of a look to get booked. You may lose money, but it's more about the look. With gig swapping, I think you're taking, let's just throw a number on there just to have a number, $300. Let's say if you took $300 to go DJ at a bar, in the next state over, I don't think that's necessarily the best thing for DJing in general, because now instead of getting 500 or 6, which would be great.
Yeah.
you know? And not only are you possibly losing money in your city because you're taking 3 instead of 5 or whatever it is you're getting, but I think you're messing it up for the community. And I think the owner's mentality is usually, how can I save a buck?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to bring guys in? Cool. But they're only getting this much. And a lot of DJs, especially the newer DJs, see, for the last 10, 15 years, guys have been traveling and we've all wanted up that feeling, what it's like to tour, what it's like to be taken care of, picking up, stay at a 4-star hotel, having dinner comped, you know, not having to pay for anything, traveling, taking a picture on plane. Like, we've all wanted that feeling. And now it's becoming more available because of gig swapping. Again, which is fine, go get your money. I just think you're treading a very dangerous line when you're only taking a couple hundred, when DJs should be making a lot more than that, even the resident DJs. So yeah, I think right now, breaking out of your city during the COVID era and post-COVID, that might be one of the best ways. And again, there's a ton of ways to do this. You just got to figure out what works best for you and your city, and how other people like managers and owners, how they can get involved and help you. Because it does add something to a club when you bring in someone from a different city. It's like, oh, it's a different look. It changes things up, you know? But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more to be said about that.
Oh yeah, of course there is. But you know, it's just a tip.
Well, to give people some like something to chew on, right? Like, that's a good start. I think the reality of it though is like being in the position to swap gigs is also
Not easy.
no, like it's
At all.
It's like far and few in between, right? Like, in our experiences, sure, I have Infusion Lounge on my resume to say like, okay, I had that possession, but like in your guys' history, like, have you guys ever gig swapped?
I've had nothing to gig swap.
I mean, I've
we don't even gig swap globalization slots for those that don't know.
I've never got someone booked with the intention of them booking me somewhere else. I've definitely been like, I've played the middleman and being like, yo, this is such and such, and
Yeah.
a booking has, you know, transpired.
We've
from
all
that.
vouched.
I've been
100%.
no, I'll give you an example. I have been a part of a swap that I had no say or control over. So it was basically, do this spot out east and tell your manager to get my guy, whoever the guy is out east, have him get booked somewhere. And not that guy was going to lose money, but the managers just wanted something out of it.
So you were a draft pick in money in the deal.
A draft pick? I was a part of a free agency, a 3-way trade.
That's
Yeah. And again, I don't like, that's when you leave it up to your manager and like, so.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even my gig to give him.
So we haven't been part of like gig swap.
okay, so to touch on that, really the answer there is to me, it would be, because I think that's good advice, but it takes some work to get to that level.
Right. No, yeah, it's not just, hey, I'm going to be Booker here.
So let's put like a step in between, which essentially is, it goes back to a lot of the stuff we already preach on here, which is like, don't be an asshole. You got to be transparent. And I think you got to just like find your best ability to network in a way where, you know, just giving people an opportunity to get to know them and see how you can help benefit them or their situation, right? And I think in many ways, yeah, it doesn't help when you take less money to go somewhere. But I've been in many situations where I've either covered for a friend or just said, you know what, like, I have this Thursday or Wednesday off. Like, fuck it, I'll take, you know, 200, 300, whatever back in the day, right? I forgot the name of the spot that we used to all DJ on in Hermosa Beach at the
Patrick Malloy's.
Patrick Malloy's.
Wow.
$200, right?
Oh boy, it was fun.
But it was fun.
Man.
It was lit.
Yo, you know how many
If you ever
gigs
been
I
to
got off of that
52?
shit?
But that, and see that,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, that's like, to me, was always I always forget the name, but yeah, it was so much fun. It was way cooler than Sharky's, and like
They actually wanted to book me at Sharky's because of that.
They were
spot.
trying to
Yeah.
book a lot of those guys
Yeah.
because, go ahead, doesn't
Go
even
ahead.
matter, but go
But
ahead.
yeah, but like, you know, because we were taking those opportunities, like, fuck it, we don't have anything else going on. Like, let's just have a place where we have a little bit of freedom, right, and have a good time. And then and you're making at least your gas and some food and a little something on top, you know, a pair of sneakers. And like, But your exposure, your network, your relationship, and then you're gonna always, if you're a good DJ, that's obviously part of this process. If you're a good DJ, you're also gonna have the people who are like, yo, who was that? Like, we gotta have them back. And then that's where the budget grows a little. That's where, and if you take that mentality outside, like I'll give a actual example, right? I can't remember the year. It was probably 2010 or 2011. And I had a residency at this place called V Bar at the Venetian, right? And it was a Las Vegas residency, right? That was the look. But V Bar was just this lounge that was literally between the Venetian and the Palazzo, and it wasn't anything glamorous. Matter of fact, the residency, was that the one with Henry? I can't even remember who I had it with.
That could have been.
It could have been.
It could have been.
Sounds like something
with Henry. Yeah. And so we had this residency, and we would literally, he would do one Thursday, I would do one Thursday. The way I looked at it was, I get to be in Vegas every other Thursday.
Yep.
I get to go out on Friday or Wednesday, network, and then Thursday I DJ. But it wasn't glamorous. It was $400. And I would sleep on D Miles' couch. The way I looked at it, I got to spend time with D Miles. I got to network, and I had this look, right? Poster outside, like all that. But I never was like, oh, I'm in Vegas, I should get paid at least a G, at least 2 Gs, right? $400 covers your round trip flight. At the time was $100 on JetBlue, and then no cost for sleeping on a couch. So, you know, that was a way that I saw as a literal example of like, fuck it, I'll get out of the city.
Yeah, I think something also to consider about about taking these quick gigs is, for a couple hundred, is you might mess up your rate for the long run, and I say that because owners get real comfortable paying you what your initial offer is. If it's $200, he's gonna see you as that $200 DJ for a very, very, very long time, and you're gonna have to start saying no if you want to get more. And then maybe a year goes by and he brings you back. That's factual. That shit happens. I remember Sprite. I don't know why I won't forget this, but Sprite telling me to this day there was a booker in San Diego who still saw him as an opener for Kevin Scott. And that's just how some people operate.
Yeah, but those are the people you really want to work with.
Yeah. That's another thing. You know, don't just take the booking because it's there. You make sure you want to work with these people.
With that being said, Sprite was able to branch out and spot out a ton of other spots in San Diego, though.
Yeah, because you could make that. Yeah, that's a good example. Like, yeah, he could have took that opening spot, but it led maybe hopefully to other things in the same area or that same crowd. Like versus, I don't know. I just feel like after years of being away from it, like at some point you got to just take every opportunity you can get. And if you know your value, like at the end of the day, you'll make it work. And I think if the venue doesn't see that, then that's their loss. Like,
take those opportunities when they come up. And I'm talking about the opportunity to come up with COVID on the way out. You get an opportunity to go to another city, go ahead and do it. Just understand what you're getting into and how to maneuver around it.
You got to finesse it the proper way.
I wonder how many people like couldn't like get right back on track.
What do you mean couldn't get right back?
Like, do you think there's more people that had established their like how confident do you feel about getting your rate that you were getting pre-COVID, going right back into it?
I'll get my rate because the people I work with, we know each other well. Like and if someone like Randy, and I'm speaking about like a Randy and a Zach and those guys.
Sure.
If Randy were to say, "Hey, I can only get you X amount,"
don't give all your secrets out on a publicly aired.
Oh, I know.
Don't give up your leverage.
You don't listen.
You don't listen.
No, but see, that's how much confidence I have in Randy. At least, you know,
sure.
If Randy says, "Hey, you were getting X amount before, I can only get you this for now, but I promise you, in 2022, we'll get you back up to your rate." I believe Randy. I don't believe 99% of promoters.
But that's not getting your rate.
Right? No, you're right. Not right after COVID.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. I know, but in certain situations, I think I will. But there may be a situation like that where you got to work.
I feel like you're going to run into that situation more. I'm just trying to make prepare our people, like our people who listen to us. Like these are real things.
Yeah, I think it depends on the venue, on how hard of a hit they took during the COVID before they can actually give someone, their actual rate. Like if they were able to, I know those guys out there, they have spots that, they haven't completely shut down, but obviously their bigger spots have because of the capacity that they have to hold in order to actually make a decent dime. So you know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's smaller spots. You can like, yo, I can give you your rate for this smaller venue. You know what I mean? Even that would be something that they can offer you as opposed to what you call it. So I say all that because I just think it depends on the spot. Because I've done spots and they've paid me my rate. But again, these are not spots that take a crazy hit during COVID. And they weren't like, yo, we're at a loss right now. We're trying to like get back into the swing of things. No, we've been in the swing of things for the last 6 months. So we can still pay you what we were paying you pre-COVID.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
what I also think is possible is someone like that, like a Randy will say, hey, you can come and spin, but your rate's not ready. If you want to hold off, cool. We won't hold it against you if you hold off, and we'll do it right in 2022.
How many bookers operate like Randy though?
No, I think a lot of people will present that offer for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, but I'm more curious about the person that's saying, all right, cool, let's right where we left off. Like I don't think that exists.
I don't think it will either. Right out of
for the most part.
For the most part, yeah, I don't think it will either.
Like thinking to myself, right? Like in the situation where like I really do think about the gig at Tao that I had lined up, the headline, right? And like I'm like, do I think I could just jump right back in the swing of things and just pick up right where I left off? Hell no. Like there's all these like I feel like factors that are I wouldn't even know what the first step is. Well, probably first step is calling Ian, but
well, in regards to like a room, like we don't really know how we have an idea of what they're going to react to.
Oh yeah, that's like a whole other thing.
That's a whole that's how I'm perceived. That's how I'm taking this. What you're saying, it's like, shit. What about when you get in the room? What are you going to do? Do they have the confidence that you can just pick up where they think you left off, killing it before COVID?
But I also don't think they booked me because of that.
No, I don't. I think a lot of clubs.
I don't think a lot of clubs like.
That's an interesting question. Do clubs book not you, but do clubs book you because of your name and what they think you bring to the table for the look, or because you kill it, right? Because we talk about that with LA. If you're gonna DJ, what are you bringing to the table with you, and how are you gonna keep your slot there?
Smile and a hug.
I'm of no value to Playhouse unless I got 3 tables coming, right?
If
you got one table right now,
only because right, don't take it. Only because Besso vouched for me.
Yeah, but that's
and I went in there with all the odds against me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what all it takes. It takes someone.
Yeah.
It takes the right person to vouch for you, no matter how big the spot, how big the name is, or whatever.
True, but let's talk about longevity and getting back in.
Yeah, well, it's now the ball is in your court. So now it's like, listen, I opened the door for you. Now all you got to do is walk through the bitch. So you know what I'm saying? I alley-ooped it. You got to slam dunk it. And now if you decide to lay it up, then I'm not going to throw the alley-oop to you because you just laying shit up. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Windmilling that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I don't know, just for conversational purposes, I've been in situations where I know I'm only getting booked because so-and-so vouched for me. And I know I'm never coming back to this club. And then you can feel the energy because you'll see how a booker handles himself with a so-and-so who they love, and then how they treat you. And it's like, all right, well, I'm not coming back here, so I'm just going to do my best to kill it. Maybe give something to talk about, the people who are dancing and spending money, and that's it.
So it's a full circle network.
Yeah.
Network.
Keep the relationships good.
And then what you call it? Speaking of that, shout out to DJ Shorty. Mickey and I you were in Shorty's thing too. We were all present to Shorty. Shorty was on Terry's, excuse me, I keep hitting the table. Shorty was on Terry's talk show this morning, Wake Up in Cleveland. And she was making a good point about how she gets it. Right now, you got to have a gimmick, regardless of what that is.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to have something to bring in. She was like, for me, my skill's always going to be my gimmick, regardless of what that is. When we were talking to Lazy Boy, and Lazy Boy was saying how I care about the venue making money. So you don't have to worry about me scratching too much or doing beat juggles or whatever that's going to go over your crowd's head. If I have to just play to my crowd and read the room, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that to the best of my ability. I can still bring skill to the forefront and still kill it so that you go, oh shit, this motherfucker knows how to rock a crowd. He's not just some crazy turntablist that is just going to be doing all these beats and shit like that, whatever. So it's always, all right, cool. Like you said, I can get a gig based off of my relationship or someone vouching for me or whatever. But if I go and I know that there's a high possibility that I'm never coming back to this spot because I'm only getting booked off of this because of my relationship with someone. But if I go in there and I smash it to the point where they'd be like, we weren't expecting this shit from him at all or her at all, then you go, okay, we might reconsider possibly bringing this person back. You know what I'm saying? So it's you always got to keep that in mind, being like, all right, I know that I only got booked off of this. I got booked off of a gig because you vouched for me or Mickey vouched for me or whoever vouched for me. But I'm like, all right, there's a reason why y'all vouched for me because I know that he's able to go in there and provide what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I'm going to go in there because now I'm not going to make myself look bad. And I'm also not going to make y'all look bad or the person that vouched for me look bad. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do whatever the best of my ability to do it. So you always got to keep that in mind. Like,
And just always be yourself.
I think I say all that because I think a lot of DJs, or in my personal experience, I've seen DJs get that opportunity. And because they feel that energy in the room.
Well, I'm not encouraging guys to go into the room defeated.
And, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of DJs
even
going
more
in that
of a
room
reason
and
to be
defeated.
loose and
they
kill
just
that
like
shit.
they're like, well, fuck it, I don't have to show off because I'm never coming back here.
Like you
And
ever
that's
seen
the wrong mentality to have.
You ever seen NCAA football teams who are disqualified from playoffs? They fucking go 9-1 because they got nothing to lose. You didn't do that last season, the year before, but you got nothing to lose.
It's the same thing with football teams at the end of it. Like, we're not going to make the playoffs, but we can hurt their chances of making the playoffs. Like, let's go out and ball.
Right.
Yeah, no, and I can only speak for myself. If I'm ever going back to a club, it's because I did something right.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because that's our guy. Like I'm a homie.
Yeah.
It's like, no, because why are they pulling someone from the West out to the East once a month or whatever? Like, there's a ton of DJs in New York that the Grand can be using or whatever. There's a ton of DJs in Vegas that Tao could be using.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I can only chalk that up to doing something right. Now that's subjective, depending on who you are, because you may walk in there and say, this guy suck. How's he have this gig? Well, I don't suck to them, and that's what matters. That's what counts. So,
True.
yeah. Moving on. DJ City's website had an update. Did you guys check it out?
I did.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of dark mode. Quickly put that shit in dark mode.
I
Do
didn't
not
check out
have
the
that
dark
option.
mode.
Yeah, take it easy on your eyes. You have that option. And shout out to the remixers on DJ City. They have their own page now, which was really I think it was just the dark mode and the remixer page.
Yeah, I saw the remixer page. Shout out to all the remixers on DJ City.
Mojax, of course, talked about it. I hit DJ City to check out that video.
Yo, when they gonna make you a remixer, man? I was the first name. You was the first name I was looking for in there, and I said, "Hey, man."
I mean, you can put my name in there and search it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because you have a shit ton of fucking remixes on DJ City. So I was like, why don't they just make you an official one? But
no, I can only say when they see the value in it, though.
yeah,
I'll be on there, you know?
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
No, it's all good.
Yeah,
I don't like, believe me, there's times where I would want to press them. And,
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just like, no, I'm
For what
not
reason,
gonna, no. It's fine. Like, I'm in good with them. Like, I don't
Yeah,
need to be a nuisance or
100%,
be annoying.
yeah. Shout out to DJ City, man.
Of course.
The
of
remix,
course.
the dark mode, and the remix page. Remix page looks dope.
Yeah.
I see it.
Another thing I noticed about DJ City, because I look for acapellas, and they'll post an acapella, but they won't like necessarily say like Cardi B's up. They posted the acapella 3 days after, and had I not scrolled 5 pages down, I wouldn't have seen it. So if you're looking for acapellas, go back if you're looking for a specific acapella, because they may have made a DIY version of it days later. So
Do you think it's beneficial for them once they update a track to bring it back to the top?
I think they used to have that feature where they say, I think the the category was updated tracks where they added
you're
intro.
right. They did have
I don't know
that.
if they still have that. And again, I could be wrong, so maybe it is there, but I just didn't see it. But yeah, a little nugget of information for you guys. So all right, guys. Quavo and Saweetie broke up. How do we feel about that?
Man, listen.
Man,
I'm not surprised, man.
You're not surprised? Why are you not surprised?
I'm not surprised
Because he's a rapper with every woman at his fingertips.
I had to do a stream last night, and I said it. I said, yo, the cities are starting to open up. You know, the world is starting to open up.
Vaccines are out.
Vaccines are out. And I specifically said verbatim, I said, cities are starting to open up and niggas are starting to act up. So it's plain as that simple. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. Yo, we in quarantine. I got to be in the crib anyways, right? I can't really go anywhere. I ain't got shit to do. So why not be booed up with somebody? Right?
A baddie at that.
Yeah. A baddie at that. Why not? Fuck it. I'm going to be there. Whatever. Blah, blah,
Sean
blah.
always finds a way to incriminate himself. One comment.
No. Hey,
Hold on.
Listen.
Hey, by the way,
This is what I said.
something about
Listen.
Saweetie.
No, she knows.
She knows what's up. Listen.
She knows what's up.
So I'm
surprised.
I'm
team
not.
effort.
I'm not
Sean
surprised.
used 10 words in the pod.
I'm not surprised.
Got us some trouble.
Look, Kanye and Kim getting a divorce.
Right.
Quavo, Saweetie.
I was a little surprised about Kanye and Kim.
I'm not.
Because from a business standpoint, which is sad.
That's the reason why I was a little
just
surprised
thought
at
power
first.
couple, a lot
Because I
of
was
money
like, why?
flying
Like
through.
you're leaving
Make
so
it
much.
work.
Yeah,
She's still hot.
yeah. It's
I don't know
so
if you
much
still
money
find him
being left.
attractive. Make it work.
So much money being left. You know what I mean? I was just like, I thought they would just make it work because of the money. The love don't got to be there. We could do our own fucking thing, but use it as a business transaction. But I feel sorry for Saweetie. You know, she said it.
Everyone feels sorry for her. Every man.
Why?
feels-
What you mean? Why? Because she liked the nigga and the nigga stepped out on her.
Did he?
Sounds like it.
I didn't know
that's
that-
what he's accused
I
of.
didn't know that
Right.
homie was the ex though. Little Combs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that was her ex.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Mm-hmm.
So
Come on, man. You
that
know these
became a thing.
women get passed around the league like fucking peace pipe.
But nah, I mean she's right.
She's
No.
new. Yeah.
Well, you gotta be careful with how you say that because they may want to get around because they're young and free and they can do what they want.
And that's fine.
And I don't
yeah.
mean get around like tastelessly, like I'm single, I'm gonna do my thing. type
Yeah,
of
shit.
deal.
Look at Lori Harvey.
You know, it's funny that you say that.
That nigga was rated.
Well, not because I read
She
something.
bad too?
Nah,
Oh,
I read
hell
something-
yeah, she's
but
bad.
I read something that said Steve was like, "Yeah, I got rid of all her exes. I love Michael."
Nice.
It was him.
Find yourself
all
a good
along.
boy. Find
Right,
yourself a good man.
exactly.
Good man.
I mean, Future was the one where
My
you're
man,
like,
listen.
he was like Mr. McDowell when he found out
as a
Hakeem was
father?
a prince.
Hakeem.
as a father.
Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Exactly, right? Dude with the Jerry curls is Future.
Mm-hmm.
Hakeem
I'm hot.
is Michael B. Jordan.
I'm hot.
He's got his own money.
So, yeah, I'm not. Are you surprised that Quavo and Saweetie broke up?
Well, I mean, no, I'm not. No, in regards to that. But were there any petty moments within that? Have there been any documented
Well,
petty
the
moments?
rumor about him going to go
Oh, that's
sending
not
the,
true,
the
yeah.
repo man to go pick up the Bentley.
Yeah,
I mean,
it wasn't
Okay.
true.
I don't. Yeah, eventually they said it wasn't true, but I was like, that's petty as
Give
fuck.
me
bro.
some petty moments from past relationships.
My past relationships.
Everybody's. I'll start it off.
Oh, you had one in the chamber, boy. You was right.
Well, yeah, we talked about this last night.
Well, there goes the surprise.
I remember getting into it with an ex, and she had made me cookies. She came out outside with the cookies, and we get into it. I'm in the car, and I was like, yeah, fuck him, and took off. And she still got the cookies in the. She gave me the cookies, and I shoved the cookies back in front of her, and I took off. And I felt like an asshole after that.
Some cookies.
What were some?
I felt like an asshole.
Come on,
after
man.
that.
That's it. That's it. Oh my god.
Yeah, 'cause I know
All
you
right,
got
what you guys
some
got?
juicy
I
shit.
know you got something better than
It's
that.
opening DJ. Come on,
Mickey
what else
got
you
it.
guys
Mickey
got?
got it, but I mean, I don't know.
Wait, like
You don't know
petty?
about a petty
you got
moment?
one? You got one for me?
I don't.
Go ahead.
I don't have one for you.
Oh, I was gonna say, let her
but
go.
I mean, I can't think. I gotta
I'm
think
not
about it.
petty. I mean, I said it before. I'm not petty. I'm not. I'm not spiteful. I'm
No
not.
one's intentionally petty. That's what I'm saying. That's what.
But
we
see,
should
I
say.
can't. That's the thing. I can't remember an unintentional.
You never changed the Netflix password.
No.
You never changed, the login to your couple's Instagram page or.
Well, I don't have that, but. But if I did,
I'm changing that shit.
Oh man,
Petty moments, huh?
he talking about some damn cookies.
You don't even have any. It's probably more childish. But bro, you're an asshole. You got to have something.
I know I do.
I could
just
probably
can't
think of
no
something
one.
for you.
I'm sure you could.
Mm.
Besides the time I tried to get you to sleep with the big woman,
That's not petty. That's just funny.
that was fucking hilarious.
That was hilarious.
I can't believe you didn't take her down.
I can.
It doesn't fall within my morals.
And you acting as my sex manager. Yo, my man will fuck the shit out you. Like,
man,
wait,
listen.
I didn't ask for this. Why am I being thrown in this?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you some pussy.
Trust me, this pussy. No, I didn't.
I wouldn't take her down. Shit.
I know you over here, Joe. I had to step outside. Spider, what's good, man? How you doing? You good? They fave tripping in there.
oh my god.
Shit, that's a good question, man.
All right, so
How do we space out?
all right. What does she have to leave behind if you guys break up?
Everything.
Everyone, besides Mickey, everyone lives with a girl here. Well, Mickey's lived with a girl.
Everything.
What does she have to leave behind? Sam bought a mantle for the TV to sit on, and she has to leave that behind because I just don't want to get another one. So I'll pay her out to get later
For the mantle.
But yeah, because I like it. I don't want a different one. I'll give you
What is
whatever.
this, man?
Oh,
She can leave that behind.
I got a petty
Take
moment.
the turtle tank.
I'm glad you said that. I got a petty moment because you said about taking things out, right? Ex-girlfriend and I were living together, right?
Oh man,
We break up.
this is sad.
I leave. She didn't got nothing. I brought everything, the apartment, all the furniture, anything. I took every fucking thing.
She looked like what was it, Will Smith or Carl?
Exactly. Exactly.
Will
I
Smith
took
in the last episode.
including the refrigerator.
Hold on.
Matter of fact, I called Phenom
Yeah.
to go help me pick
And
up
me.
and Sean to go help pick up the refrigerator because I was like, fuck you. Took the refrigerator out the crib.
And the
she
food
had
inside.
nothing. Nah, she could have the food. She put it in there.
No, but then she got you back.
With what?
The dog.
Oh yeah, I mean that was before the refrigerator.
But she got rid of the dog.
We had to get rid of the
No,
dog.
but that's what I'm saying. She took the dog and then got rid of it.
No. I kept the dog.
Wait. For the sake of the story, the dog was safe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't harmed.
So yeah, the dog wasn't harmed.
No dog.
I
got
don't know you're dating an Italian.
yeah,
Get rid of something. Get rid
The
of
dog's head in the
got
bed.
whacked.
yeah, for real.
Got rid of it. I don't know.
We had to get rid of the dog because she didn't want to take care of it, and the spot that I was moving to, I couldn't take it with me.
Yeah.
So, and I fell in love with the dog, and I had to give the dog up. So yeah, but that's when I took the couch, the refrigerator, the bedroom set, everything came with me, bitch. I'm sorry,
No, you're not.
I'm not.
I used to love when you called her your roommate when you guys are broken up but you're still living
Still
together.
living together? Fucking that roommate. No. Yeah. You're saying.
Were you bringing girls over when
you?
you guys are roommates?
I think I did one time.
See,
Oh, that's gotta be the
fucked
last
up.
straw.
She wasn't home.
That's
though.
beyond petty.
She wasn't home though.
Mm.
Oh.
She wasn't home, and then So actually, I'm lying. It happened twice. Because one time I brought a chick over and I smashed. Other time I just brought a chick because she was hanging out and she was on the rag, and she had left her joint in the garbage can. And when the roommate came home, she saw the shit in the garbage can and she was like, "Oh, so you got bitches over here? What the fuck you talking about? You got fucking bitches over here. What you talking about? Like,
It's me. It's
what the fuck you
me.
talking about? Like, and if I did, who gives a fuck?
I can do what I want.
Yeah, I pay half the rent here, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
She stayed on my half of the house. All right.
she was just like, and of course, she had to go get the garbage can to prove a point. I'm like, whatever, yo. I had a bitch here. She had to use the bathroom.
Oh, you got
What you want me to do? What you want me to do? Shorty had to use the bathroom. What you want me to do? So,
At least you know she ain't pregnant. Shit, chill.
it don't matter if she was. Bitch, you ain't my girl.
I know my petty moment.
You pay half the rent. I only need you because I need you to pay half the rent. But then,
I only
So-
need you to pay. That sucks.
So, yeah, I've had my petty moments in the past. I was young. I was dumb. It's life experiences, man. Y'all were around. Y'all experienced these things with me.
Yep.
It's probably because of y'all I did this shit.
No.
Showing out.
We're still here.
Nope.
What are my,
Yeah,
friends, what
of
are my
course.
friends gonna think?
Shit.
I gotta show up.
We were
Yeah,
friends
I need-
with you when you were failing, and we're
I'm
friends with
out
you when you
here.
were successful.
Yeah.
What's your petty moment, Mike?
3 months into Mag Park, me and my significant other broke up, and I took all her shoes.
All the ones you copped her?
Damn.
Hell yeah, I paid for them shoes. They're mine.
Flip.
That's an investment. There's a good size too, 5.5. Them should
Yeah,
sell.
yeah, them should sell.
Yeah.
I would have
She
took
had
them
all
shits
the
too.
dope shit.
I would have taken
Reds,
them shits.
Royals, Shadows,
Oh,
the
man.
whole
Yo.
lineup.
I low-key wanted to do that with my ex before my wife.
You gotta take them shoes.
I wanted
bro.
to take them shoes so bad. I'm
Take
like,
them shoes, bro.
but I broke up with her, so I was like, you know what? As a parting gift, you can keep them.
Okay. Seriously.
As a parting.
Oh my god.
man.
Yeah, I think I have more asshole moments than petty moments, which are two different things.
Nah, come on, give us one. Give us one.
No, just being a dick. You know, just
We don't need
I
a
don't know. I
cookie
can't
story.
think.
Come on, give us.
Yeah, that bullshit.
I thought that was a
cookie.
big ass. I thought that was an asshole move. Like she
Because you
cooked
gave
for
her the
me.
cookie? 'Cause
She cooked for me.
you
And I
broke
threw
up
the
with her.
cookies back in her face.
Give her the hair. Take the cookie. You threw them at her, or
No,
you just
I
handed
mean,
them to her?
I gave them
Alright,
back to her.
If you threw them at her, then that's another thing.
Still, I didn't feel comfortable about
Poor
it. I didn't
cookies.
feel happy about that. Have you ever hooked up with a girl while at her and her man's house?
Whoa.
Oh nah, that's
That's a level of
her
danger
parents'
that I'm not
house, but
ready.
never her man. Like her and her man didn't live together, and then
No, they lived together. He
Nah,
just
I'm
wasn't
not
home.
doing that.
no.
I did that, but I didn't know she was in a relationship.
Well, then I mean,
I
we
noticed
could have
pictures were
done that.
down.
and
Right.
We could have
How
done
did-
that.
how
She
did
didn't
you
tell
find
me
out?
what you call it.
Oh,
saw
that's
the
even
picture. saw the
funny.
Damn, he walked up on you.
No, so
You're kicking it with your
we
homie
did our
and she
thing,
pulls
and
up.
she kicked me out real quick, and I'm like, damn, that's an hour drive back to LA. I'm sorry, I can't spend the night.
Yeah,
I was in Orange County.
You don't want to cuddle?
Yeah, I'm like, shit, no, I just want to sleep. You ain't got to touch me. Just want to sleep. So, months later, at my house, remember my house, the club.
The club.
All right.
I
Best club
that
in
night
Hollywood.
that I DJ when DJ came out,
Mhm.
this girl comes up to me and shooting game, and I ended up getting her number, took her out to dinner. She said, "I seen you in pictures with so and so." I was like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "You hooked up with her?" Like I don't remember if she said she told her or not, but I said, yeah, like we hooked up. She's like, "Yeah, she was in a relationship when you guys hooked up," and I was like, "No." She's like, "Trust me." It was like one of her ex best friends. She's like, "Trust me, you guys she was in a relationship." And I was like, that's why pictures were down. That's why she kicked me out of the house. Because why else would you have pictures down, right? And I was like, oh shit.
Just
That
assumed
could've
that
been
they were
bad.
pictures of her parents or something like that.
I just look, man. I was just trying to beat. I wasn't thinking of that. You
I
know,
don't care. I'm trying to get this nut off.
I'm
and get up
20
outta here.
something. I'm trying to get this nut off. You know, I'm not.
What's the furthest you ever drove to smash?
I'm going to start calling our guest. You guys ready for that?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Remember the one time we went out to New Mexico to do that booking?
God
That was
damn,
it.
nigga, you drove to New Mexico.
That was really far.
It's a 12-hour drive. Look, I did this.
12
I did.
hours.
Look, we got booked to do this. I went to college with this girl, and I said, Mike, I'm going to do some quinceañera for a homegirl's little sister or cousin or whatever.
This is El Paso.
Is in El Paso. Remember
I
that?
remember that.
So within that trip, I said, I'm gonna try and kill two birds with one stone. I hit up this girl that I used to be in and out of liking and fooling around with. And because I'm gone, you know how it is. When you're gone, they miss you and they like, oh, we should have done X, Y, and Z. All right, well, I'm coming back.
Here.
It's hot as shit. It's summertime, I believe.
Oh man.
So we drive out to El Paso. We do the booking, and then we
In the
go
Pontiac?
to Las Cruces, which is a 45-minute drive.
Yep.
And we go to this girl's apartment, but we don't go inside. I just remember hanging out in the parking lot, and I think she was drunk or something. And she said, "Look, come back." And she had a boyfriend too. She said, "Come back tomorrow morning. I'll be home alone before you go home. You know, we'll do it."
I got a window.
We'll make some eggs and bacon. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll do some shit. So then we get to her place in the morning, and I'm looking at Mickey, and this dude looks drained. And again, it's hot as shit in Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's probably 100. And this dude looks drained. He looks like I'm gonna do this because you're my friend, but I really don't want to be here and wait for you to fuck this girl, and then drive 12 hours after that. So I said, you know what? Nah, I can't make it. Left it.
But you didn't smash.
No.
So you didn't drive.
It's just a
12 hours.
no.
Yeah,
I
it's a
know,
funny
but it's a funny story.
Because you could have, but you just
Let's
chose
just
not
be
to.
clear, I was down for it.
I know you were.
I have no idea, but like
I know you. No, you.
my
as a
character.
friend-
I think
Look,
my character's
We all would have been down for it as a friend in that position. Like, man, just do your shit. and-
No, this
and
is why I'm
come
the best
back. Yeah,
Make
he earned
it,
it.
make
He
it, make
earned
it quick. Make it quick. Yeah.
Quick.
Shit, it's
No,
gonna be
San
quick. It's
Diego,
hot as
man.
fuck.
What, like San Diego, Orange County?
Yeah,
Hour?
Orange County. I think Orange County for me. I drove to Irvine and back, then
Yeah.
smashed, and then had to drop back off.
Oh no!
Yeah.
See, I'll go to her in Irvine or wherever it
I
was.
made them hoes
Nah,
come to my-
Irvine.
That's
She
too
lived
much.
with the parents. So
That's when you're 20. You got a lot of time. On your
Yeah, I had a
hands.
lot of fucking time on my hands. So.
Sean, you want to tell him about the time at the heist?
All right. No, well, that's weak because now that I think about it, like, I'm not petty, but like,
No,
I
it's
would-
not. It's not a petty story.
No,
but it-
I
but it
know,
just-
but going back to what you originally said, I wouldn't do nothing like to mess up my relationships so that I could always go back and smash. That may be worse, but that was my logic. I'm like, I'm not gonna mess. Like, we gonna break up. I'm gonna go do my thing. You gonna do yours.
Yeah.
But if I want to come slide through, So I guess that's why I was never petty. But you could probably say that's worse because now I could smash
Maybe-
all my exes at one time.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna call somebody. DJ Butch. So you're on the MikiDZ podcast live. We can't edit this at all. You can't cut it.
No way of going back.
Right. Even though we're gonna post it on Monday.
We want to know what's popping in these LA
No,
streets,
yeah, we're
man.
messing with you, bro. We want to know what's going on in LA. You're outside. We
People
are not.
outside, maskless, like it's 2022.
I'm vaccinated. I know not everybody else is, but
You're two shots in.
yeah, I'm 2 shots in. I'm good.
How was the second shot?
It was a little bit worse, I'll say.
Yeah, we're trying to prepare Joe for the second one.
Oh, when is he due? When is he due?
A month. I just got my
He
first
just
one
got his
today.
first.
What does the second
Okay.
one feel like? Is it just a bruised arm, or do you just have no energy?
Yeah, it's like you feel it for like a day, I think, and then after that, it's kind of it'll wear off.
Yeah.
It's like a tattoo.
Yeah, not too.
Oh, yeah, I
crazy.
gotta
I
feel
guess
that.
everybody has different things, but yeah, man, I've been outside, scene.
Scoping the scene. You in the scene.
Yo, while you're doing all that scoping, I'm gonna check to see how much scoping you're doing. Are these girls in LA just living a real fast life right now? I mean, are they running around single doing God knows what? Because it looks real fast out there on my Instagram feed, and I'm too slow for all that.
It's very fast out here, bro. Very fast.
Like there's no hesitation when somebody hands you a bottle of Closet Azul and you put it to your lips, right? Like, I mean,
Dude, no hesitation.
Wow. They were
ring the bell.
We
I believe
expected
it.
this though.
Zero hesitation to go to the table, all that, bro.
Wait, are you guys selling tables at regular price, or have you upped it? Have you
Yeah, I
dropped
want
it?
to know that.
They've stayed fairly the same.
Okay.
That's good.
Obviously, I think they
Still
play
getting
it
your
by
rates?
ear. They play it by ear as the night goes on, but yeah, I've seen some tables go pretty crazy.
The higher the demand, the higher the minimum, right? We're still LA.
Exactly. Still LA, man.
Okay.
When you get back to it officially, I mean, I know it's like in the streets it's official, but when it's official, what spots are you going to be holding down? What are going to be the hot spots? Like, is there anything new? Are you bringing back the Thursday night, the Friday? Well, you don't have your Friday anymore, but what's going to be the new thing for you?
I think I haven't heard much news on what's going on in regards to when things are going to open, but it seems like a slow roll. Like they're gonna just stick to the strict standards and do the 25%, move it up to maybe 50. But from what I've heard, it's supposed to be sometime around June, July, where
we're not gonna know how to act.
Summertime in LA.
Yeah, especially the ones who haven't been out really.
Hey.
It's gonna get.
Do you think that spots are going to stay more on that? Because I know you're doing Harriet's now. Do you think spots are going to stay more on that, more loungy, less vibe dinner type joints for a while?
I think it depends on the region or like the area. So,
Okay.
For instance, West Hollywood, I know for sure they're gonna be like that, And then I think the other areas like downtown LA, Studio City, Koreatown, they might be a little more lax compared to how they're running things in West Hollywood and Hollywood.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're just curious, man. We're trying to figure it out because I'm not stepping outside for a while.
Did you have you figured out your new Friday, or is that Harriet's?
No, not yet. No, I think we got to figure out how these pieces are gonna fall, and then
Right.
once we see how those things go, then we'll make adjustments. But I think right now, I have something going on Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. Don't incriminate yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly, you have something.
Allegedly. So we've heard.
Yeah.
Right. Are you coming back with Penthouse? I saw a post go up. Is the crew coming back together?
Bringing the coffee back.
Penthouse is definitely gonna do their thing.
Got you.
And they're gonna continue to do their thing with or without us. So
got it.
But is it Penthouse without you guys?
Exactly.
And I think everybody knows the answer for that one, bro.
So when you say us, because maybe our listeners
All
may
right,
not know,
so
but we're
we'll
curious.
bleep out that word just for the sake of conversation.
When you say us, who are you referring to? Like Jay Breeze and guys like that?
Yeah, the original squad.
Gotcha.
Season guys been there from day one, and then obviously the guys who jumped on later. But yeah, it'll be. I don't know how it'll be. It's hard to say.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. We just want to know if you're there. You're the important one. That's all I'm saying.
I can say right now, I'm not gonna be there.
Got you.
Got
Okay.
it.
All right.
Things can change. It's LA.
So you're a Sunday free agent.
Yes.
We're looking
yes,
for a
yes.
max deal.
I'll take that. You could take your percentage, bro.
Okay. Well,
Mickey, Butch, Mickey and I were just talking about how we were trying to get an industry, an off night going with the MikiDZ and you and your people. I think we got to revisit that when we open up.
Man, I think I could make it happen, man. I'm like 100% sure.
okay.
I can make it happen.
I like those
open
odds.
or not opened.
Prohibition style.
Hey,
Nah, I like
relax.
that. Nah, I like that.
I appreciate
Prohibition
your
style.
ambition,
I like
but-
that. Run it.
If it's a need to know basis, we can make that happen.
Exactly. See, I like this.
we gonna
man.
make it need to know regardless if we're open or not open.
We gonna make reservations to come
Yeah.
for Harriet's to come check you out, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
we'll
trying to
sort it out.
gig swap over here. We need something. Don't worry, we'll get you gigs too.
Man, that's funny. We gotta go somewhere else, bro. The other places look way open than us.
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll pay.
Yeah.
We'll pay everybody from out of town $100 and some drink tickets. We got this.
Just as long as they can stay in LA. Hey, are you ready? One more thing. Are you ready for that Miami crowd, that spring break crowd to come to LA? Because it's coming.
Nah.
You think so?
No,
Hell yeah. People going to be like, oh, LA's open?
no,
Take my stimmy to LA.
no.
Nah, they ain't gonna have no
I
stimmy.
think maybe the ballers and the
Memorial Day weekend, LA's going to be
they'll
South
definitely
Beach.
come their way here.
I hope not.
The general,
I really hope
the
not.
general population. I'm not sure they're gonna be here, but we'll see.
Right, we'll see. We'll see what's up.
It don't matter to us, man.
We'll
We stay
figure
out
it
of
out.
that shit.
Exactly.
Award shows, spring breaks.
Oh yeah.
We stay away.
We missed a year of award shows.
Right.
And you know which ones are go crazy in LA. So.
Oh man,
Don't let an all-star
Yeah.
game show up.
bro. BT
The
weekend
Super
alone.
Bowl's here next year, right?
Oh, in the World Series?
Super Bowl's here.
Oh, well,
Super
Bowl,
Bowl's
yeah.
here next year,
Yeah.
so that
my
already,
God.
that
Jesus.
one's already crazy.
Got to make sure I'm booked out for that.
I'm gonna be quarantined
town.
again.
Town.
The flight's going to be cheaper to get out of LA.
Quarantine part 2.
All
Oh
right.
my goodness.
Oh my God.
Super Bowl weekend. All right, man. Well, we appreciate you taking
Yes,
our call.
sir.
We just want to check in, with our LA rep, see what's going
Always,
on.
homies. Always, man. Always.
All right,
Thank
so-
you for hitting me.
What was your petty moment?
Think of something.
Did you think of it?
Oh man.
You didn't let a
You
girl
know
sit
what?
at your
It
table.
was-
You threw her in the crowd.
It might have been like, I can't remember the exact time and date, but I know the gist of the story. It was probably something stupid like seeing her there and then seeing another girl that's there and giving one of them more attention or something, something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While the other one
Sounds
would
about
watch.
right.
While the other one will watch.
Yeah.
Watch.
Hey, you
Watch me
got
flirt
to
with
make
this.
them figure out who wants it more.
Yeah.
Got to put them in a position to fight for you.
That, man.
Yeah, so-
Honestly, it was something like that.
It's MVP. That's MVP talent.
We
right there.
appreciate you, man. I hope you have a good night, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. Thanks, guys.
All right,
All right,
man.
yo.
All right,
We'll
Butch.
see. You too. Peace.
Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Butch. Man.
Yeah, man.
Good
Shout out
guy,
to him
good
for
guy.
answering the phone, man.
Yeah.
I prepped him. We were trying to get it.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you prepped him because we threw him in the fire. Quick.
Oh, I didn't prep him about the question.
Mickey.
No.
Mickey
Dang,
nailed
Mickey
that
was
one.
like,
We
all
want
right,
some
tell us your
authentic-
pettiest moment.
We want authenticity.
You know what? I don't
What
know.
was the last big illegal thing you did?
If you have a petty moment to share, like off rip of any conversation, I don't know if you're the healthiest person mentally. If you're just ready to divulge,
listen.
oh man, yeah, I got one for you right now. I just like,
We
whoa,
want
whoa,
that.
you
We
didn't
want
even think
that
about
toxic.
that.
We want that toxic shit, man.
No, DJs can be toxic.
Easily. DJ's the epitome of toxic.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, the bigger the ego, the more
What was
toxic.
the clip of that one guy shouting out his ex-girlfriend? Like shouting her out in the crowd about how she cheated on him or something like that.
Oh, speaking of
yeah.
somebody being petty, this guy right here.
What?
Oh yeah, you did do some. You did like dedicate a
Nah,
song.
Nah,
Nah,
nigga.
you played that
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Everybody came over to me and was like, yo, that's fucked up. No. What's fucked up is y'all thought
It
that
ain't
I
nothing
made
to
it.
cut that bitch off. That's what you played.
It's fucked up is that y'all made this speech about my ex when I was praising my current girl at the time. And I was like, it ain't even about her. Why y'all make it about her and shit? Like, whatever. Yeah, I played that song, but
Listen, man, this is the
that was
reality
just,
I'm
that's the
painting.
bag that I was in.
Whether it was intentional or unintentional.
It wasn't.
reality I'm painting.
It was. So again, I'm glad you said that. So it was the reality you painted, not what was, but what your interpretation was. So that's what I want to say. I tried to tell everybody that. I was like, that's fucked up. What you mean?
Legendary.
It was fucked up that I praised my girl? No, it was.
I remember
It
that.
was. You shitted on your ex. First of all, the bitch shouldn't have been there. That's number one. Two, it wasn't
you
even
telling
about
women
what
where
you
to
call
go.
it. Listen, man. Don't be in my presence.
Telling women where they can and can't go.
If we used to date, don't be where I'm at. Just that
Don't show
simple.
up to my club.
That was a
Don't-
moment.
Don't be where I'm at. It's that
Iconic.
simple. Because you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's true. You shouldn't do that.
Especially you in my circle with my people. Come on, man.
Yeah, there's other
You
clubs
a
open.
guppy in shark water, shark infested water. You ain't gonna survive.
Out of all nights, yeah.
Yeah.
I blame that on Sean. Sean, the one that invited her ass out.
I did
Whatever.
not invite her.
Sean's someone who's affiliated with Sean invited her out.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that way, it's Sean's fault.
But I'm not affiliated with her no more.
I mean, at the moment you were. At that time you were.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, man, exactly. Yeah, thank you.
Trying to get you
My
shit.
lawyer. Thank you.
One, would I
say
be
nothing.
petty? Two, how upset would you be if I sat you at the same table as your ex at my wedding?
Oh my God.
First of all, she better not be invited.
Well, I don't think she is.
You don't think?
Wait, you
I
don't
don't
think she is?
Sam's got control of the list. She would fall under Sam's invites. I don't think she's coming. But last time I checked, I don't think. But
Why would
how
Sam
upset
even
would you
invite
be?
her?
Sam has always been cool with her.
Oh,
Sam
no.
has always been cool with her.
See,
Ladies
that's
and
another
gentlemen.
person. That's
I
another
don't know.
person.
I can't tell Sam who she can and can't.
I'm saying I can't tell who is it. Who is it? But it's the same reason why my
Tell
sister.
your ex to stop hanging out with Sam.
Porky the Pig. Come in.
What I'm saying is, it's the same reason why me and my sister stopped talking. Oh, you wanna keep, interacting with the enemy? Cool. Guess what? Ties cut. Ties cut. I don't play that shit. Come on. Listen, you break up with me, you break up with the family. It's that simple.
That is how it goes.
You're not gonna hit me with the fabulous line. Why are you so comfortable talking to him if he's the enemy?
I mean, you there by default, bro. Like, it's not, you didn't choose to
I
have
hate
Shorty
that
around.
line. I hate when people use that line. I'm sorry.
You there by default. So it was, my
Just
thing
felt
was,
like the time.
It just felt like the time is
why the fuck Joe hanging out with her in conversation, in cahoots with old girl? Nah, it wasn't. I knew why. If you were in her presence, I knew why you were there. Cause
Oh, I didn't even think twice about that.
yeah,
I was
you was just like, listen,
just rolling with this.
it's just here. Like,
man,
I'm
you
here.
got-
I'm here with my significant other. Like,
Yeah.
that's the reason why I'm here. So
You know why
it
I'm
is.
here.
It is what it is, man. You know, that's
Supportive
the past.
boyfriend.
That's the past.
Put another
man.
point on the chalkboard.
We
for me.
move past that. You know,
Just try to take a glance at your other side of the list.
Hey, man, listen.
No, yeah,
Yo.
I didn't see her name. I've seen the names. I don't remember seeing hers.
It better not
be
be
good.
Second look.
better not be on there because it's
None
gonna
of
be.
Sean's exes are coming
It's
or
gonna-
are invited.
Again, I don't got a problem with my exes. That's what I said.
They don't. You don't have to have a problem with. They probably got a problem with you.
That's true.
Don't.
That's true.
They don't.
They probably hate you.
They
No, they
hate.
don't.
How do you know?
Because I speak to them still. That's what I be telling y'all.
Don't cut that out.
You can
How will they know?
Yeah.
How will they know?
You can
They'll
be
never
charming,
know.
and they get off the phone with, man, I still hate him. I don't know
Nah,
why I keep talking to him.
20
You do
words,
not
this
talk
guy.
to all your exes, bro.
20 words, this guy still gets incriminates himself on the
Yo,
phone.
this nigga does not talk to her. We're not gonna sit here and let this man lie on fucking microphones.
You check
and
in
shit.
on your ex.
You know why he's so brave? He edits this shit.
Hey, listen.
You talk to all your exes.
Not all of them, but the only ones that mattered, except for one of them.
None of them matter.
I didn't know exes that would be invited to Joe's wedding.
Right.
Think about it.
Mine passed away.
Do you talk to any of them?
One of them, yes.
I only know three of Sean's exes.
Out of them three, who would you think he? There's one for sure. I know you probably would talk to.
That's what I said. I don't. Yeah,
I know for one you probably talk to, but again,
Yeah,
that was long time ago. Like
they all were. They all were.
I would put the first one above the rest and actually be like, yo, she's a friend.
Right.
Because when I would go
Exactly.
DJ, well, one time I went to go DJ in her city.
Yeah.
Like she came out.
Right. I
and we
remember you
talked.
telling me. Yeah.
And I know you were good with her. So I was like,
That's what I said. Hey, listen, man, ain't no bad blood around here.
Yeah.
Some of these hoes, man, hate me, but fuck them bitches.
Oh, see, now you want to let these bitches hate him. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying with this nigga? I'm telling you, man.
Somebody needs to put a Sean drop.
Look, these hoes don't. They want, man. Fuck Sean. Fuck Sean. They probably got that shit tattooed on them. Fuck Sean.
I remember a girl, I don't know why this popped up, but I remember a girl not giving Rel play and Rel saying, fuck that girl. I'm like, why? Because she ain't feeling you? He's like, yeah, exactly. I was like,
Yeah, nigga, I'm from New York. What the fuck you think this happens? You don't get it? Hey, yo, girl, let me holler at you. Well, fuck you then, bitch. Like,
no, but it wasn't like a random. It was a girl that we work with in the industry and we see all the
This is definitely an extended cut.
But no, it's fine.
yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
Oh,
Like,
sure. It's like, oh, well, you're lost, bitch. Shit.
that's the formula. That's what
You know
we're
I'm
working
saying,
with.
Man? Come on, man. Where's she at now?
Married.
With who?
It doesn't matter. She appears happy.
So am I. So am I, though. Could have been her.
Yeah, it could have been. You're right.
No,
It
it
could
could
have been.
happen. You were destined to find your wife.
Oh, yeah,
I'm trying to help
100%.
everybody here. God damn it. I'm the only one not engaged, too.
I haven't said anything to incriminate myself. We're good. All right, we're done here. Globalization mixes. We just had Marvel.
Shout out to DJ Marvel.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to Marvel. Dope mix. Another DJ with all kinds of fun edits. So make sure you check that out on the Mixcloud, the replay.
Sir.
And up next, we got Dynamics.
Dynamics.
I believe we got
I
Dynamics.
just got a fucking notification about Dynamics too on my watch. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got Dynamics next. Look, man.
Can somebody tell
know
DJ
his-
Bad to get rid of the emojis in his notifications? Because it looks weird. You guys ever get a notification of DJ Bad going on Twitch?
No.
And he'll have like the little devil emoji and like a tongue and like a water spout.
Oh,
thing.
it's because he does. It's called Bad Decisions.
Yeah, he needs to relax because like
yeah. So that's his. That's his.
that
thing.
pops up on my phone. I'm like, being nasty right now. Let me see. Anyway,
Y'all ever? Yeah. If you ever, I mean, no one's really up that late anymore. I feel like to check out that stream because he does that stream like at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning or some shit like
good.
that. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. But I was up. I think one time we streamed longer than we usually did, and I checked out that stream, and I'm like, oh, what they be talking about in that stream? I was like, nah, nigga.
It makes yours look PG.
Yo, my
Disney
shit,
Plus?
Yo, man, our shit is Disney compared to what their shit was. I was like, oh man,
There's levels, man.
That
There's
shit
some
need to
levels
be-
I don't care to be a part
man,
of.
they should need to be on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All right.
who's next? You said Dynamics.
Dynamics, yeah. Y'all don't need me to introduce him. You should
Y'all already know who he is, and if you
not,
don't, you sleep under a
if
fucking
you
rock.
have or if you haven't, just check it out. It's gonna be dope.
yes, sir.
And you're going with him?
I am.
Yeah.
Totally went separate from where he was at, but
Good. I
Yeah.
like when we do that.
yeah,
Something different.
a different story.
Yeah. All right. And we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.